G'day folks, it's Cortezerino, and welcome to part 3 of my Pale Oak Castle tutorial. And if you're watching a part 3, you know what we're doing, so let's just jump straight into it. So by now you should have all of this completed. This is what we did in the first 2 parts of the tutorial. And by the end of this episode, we will have completed all of this. It looks a little bit odd, this castle. That's because we are saving the roof for the final episode, just so you don't need to keep changing which materials you're using. So that's enough talking. Let's get started. Okay, now I want you to come along to any corner, and right up the very top here, we're going to place a stone block in the corner, and then we're just going to build across with our stripped acacia logs until we reach the next corner. When you get to the corner, place another stone block, and then keep going with your stripped acacia, and we're going to do this all the way around the building until we get back to where we started. And once that's done, you can come along to any corner. These are all the same. We're just going to fill in the very corner with stone blocks because it won't be visible. And then each side of that, we're going to place pale oak planks. So go ahead, do that in each corner. Okay, now we're going to come along to where we have this single line of stone coming out from the wall. And we're going to build a wall going all the way over to the other side. So starting on the stone block next to the wall, we're going to place 4 stripped acacia logs. And then on the final stone block, we're going to place another 4. Then you can skip over to this stone block. This time we're going to place 5 stripped acacia, so it's 1 block taller. And then on the last stone block here, we're going to place another 5. And then we'll continue on. We can pick up that log and place a stone block just to save on materials. And we're going to place another 5 right there. And now we're just going to build across. So against the top log there, we're going to place 3 stripped acacia. Then right here, we're going to place 2 acacia slabs. But then back to your logs, we're just going to build these all the way along until we connect right there. Now in this gap, we'll just leave that for the moment. But on the next gap, we're going to place 2 upside down acacia stairs, and they will have 3 acacia slabs in the middle. And then you can come along to the final section and just place 3 acacia slabs right there. Okay, now we can go back to that first section that we skipped before. And on top of this stone, we're just going to place white concrete and keep building that up until you've filled in the gap completely. Now on this side of the wall, so that's the opposite side from the stairs, so the stairs are there, we're coming over to this side. Right in the corner, you can pick up that log, place a stone block, then leave a 5 block gap, and then you can pick up this one and place a stone block. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stripped acacia logs on that stone, and we'll do another 6 on that stone. Okay, I want you to come along to where this line of stone connects to the wall right here. On the final stone, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped acacia. And then just above that, we're going to put a line of stripped acacia lying on their side and keep building that across until we connect right there. Then you can look to where this crossbeam of oak is in the floor. Where it meets the stone, we're just going to build up until we connect there as well. Now on this section on the right where we've got this huge massive stone, we're just going to build up the wall with white concrete until we've filled in the entire gap. But on this side, we're just going to place 2 lines of white concrete, and then starting on the side closest to the wall, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 white concrete, then a sea lantern, then 2 white concrete, and then white concrete across the top. We're going to have a painting on that later, so it's just going to provide extra light. Okay, we're going to come to the opposite side of this wall, so there's our sea lantern. Just diagonally down from this, you can see we've got our log crossbeam. Where that connects to the wall, just pick up that block, place a stone block, and on top we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stripped acacia. And then coming out from the side of that, we're just going to build all the way along until we connect right there. Then you can see this final stone block in the floor. We're just going to build up with 4 stripped acacia logs. Then come through this doorway and turn to the right. Just above where this connects, we're going to build a line of stripped acacia, and then we're going to fill this in with white concrete. So do 2 layers first, then in the middle we'll do a sea lantern, and then we can go ahead and fill up the rest of the wall. And then you can turn to your right, and in this doorway we're going to place 3 upside down acacia stairs. Then come into this room, and in this little gap here, on top of those stone blocks, we're going to place 2 more stone. They will have upside down acacia stairs in front, and on top of the stone we'll do 4 pale oak planks with 2 stone on top, and then coming out from the stone we're going to place 4 white concrete. Okay, now we're going to go to the opposite side of our wardrobe. So that is this little section right here. Down the bottom, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 stone with an extra 3 beside it, then 2 stone with an extra 2, and then a single line of stone. And you can grab some oak stairs. We're going to place 2 there. We'll do that a second time, a third, a 4th, and a 5th. When you get to the end here, just place 2 stone in there with 2 oak stairs on top. Okay, we're going to come to the outside of the building. Grab some pale oak slabs, and each side of this corner log, we're going to place a pale oak slab just like that. And then all we're going to do is do the same slab, but we're placing it every second block. When you get to the corner, do the same thing like that, and just keep going all the way around. And then on top of this log in the corner, we're going to place a stone block, and then we're just going to run stone all the way along until we reach the next corner. When we get to there, we're just going to turn, and we're just building a big square all the way around. And once you get back to where you started, just on the inside of that, we're going to place a stone block, and we're going to do a matching square, but this time it's just a little bit smaller. Whoops. So when you get to the corner, turn like that and keep going until you get back to where you started. Okay, now what we're going to do is grab some stripped pale oak logs, and just above every single slab, we're just going to build out with 2 logs just like this. So go ahead and do this all the way around the building. And then you can grab some smooth quartz stairs, and we're going to place them against every stone block, and we're just placing them upside down. So just keep going. When you get to the corner, place 3 stairs, wrap them around like that, and then just keep going until you've covered up all of the stone blocks. Okay, once you have all of your stairs in, we're going to come along to our staircase, and you can see these 2 acacia slabs above the stairs. On top of those, we're going to place 2 white concrete with a stone block each side, and then building out from the stone block, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 white concrete there, and 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Then on the ends of the white concrete, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stripped acacia logs. Same thing here, so it's right next to your stair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then you can see this beam of acacia right here. We're just going to cover up the top of that with stone. And we've got another beam of acacia here. You can place stone all the way along. And then finally, we've got this beam of acacia going all the way along. We're just going to do a great big line of stone all the way along until we connect. Now what we're going to do is just using acacia stairs, we're going to cover up the edge of the stone. So we're wrapping our stairs around. They're all upside down. You can also place them against the white concrete there. And we're going to do that in every single room, just wrapping your stairs all the way around. When you get to the largest room, which is this one over here, you'll see you've got these logs in the way. That's okay. All you do is you just skip past them with your stairs like this. But otherwise, do this in every single room. And of course, when you're putting in your upside down stairs, don't put them where your staircase is because you won't be able to get back up. So now come along to any corner of the building, and we're going to place a stone block on top of the upside down stair right in the corner. And then we're just going to build along across our stairs until we reach the final upside down stair, which is right there. Then you can turn the corner again. We'll do the same thing when you reach the final stair. turn the corner, and we're just building a great big square around the entire building. So once you've done this first square, we're going to do another one just on the outside of it. So we're making this square 2 blocks wide. And once you've built that all the way around, in each corner, I just want you to place an extra 3 stone, just like that. So go ahead and do this 4 times. Okay, now I want you to come back to your staircase. And where we've got these 2 white concrete, we're just going to place a stone block each side with 2 stripped acacia logs. And then along the top of our white concrete, we're going to place 4 stripped acacia logs with an extra one on the end. And we'll do the same here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if we look at our stairs from this direction, on top of these acacia logs, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 white concrete, then 2 stripped acacia logs, then a single white concrete. On the same spot on the other side, this time we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white concrete, and we're also going to do 5 stripped acacia logs. And then we'll just do a single white concrete there. Then you can come to the top of our staircase. We'll add an extra 2 oak stairs. Behind them, we'll do 2 stone blocks with an extra 2 stairs just on top. So now at the same height that we just placed those stone blocks, we are going to place stone blocks all the way around the inside of the building, but we're just placing them on top of blocks we have here. So we're not overhanging the room. We do not want that at all. But what we're going to do is everywhere where you can place a stone block in here on top of our stairs and stone, just go ahead and do so. So fill in all of that area, and you'll also fill in this area. Okay, once all of your stone is in, come to the front left-hand corner of the castle. So that's this corner right here. And just in the edge here next to the stone, we're going to place a chiseled stone brick, then skip a block, place an extra one each side. Then holding shift, we're going to place 5 dark oak trapdoors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we've just made a little plus sign. Then hold shift again, and in this corner you can place another chiseled stone brick. So that's how it should look. The trapdoors are against the top half of those blocks. And then what we're going to do is with smooth sandstone at the same height as our stone blocks, we're just going to fill in this entire roof. And make sure you're using smooth sandstone so it's got the nice texture on the bottom. And you can fill all of that in. And then what we're going to do is in every other spot right here where we've got a ceiling that we need for a room, just go ahead and fill it in with your smooth sandstone. Okay, we can come to the back of our staircase, and just next to the white concrete, we're going to place a stone block on each side with 2 oak planks in the middle. Then come to the left, and we're going to place 2 oak stairs on top of the concrete and the stone. And then against the back of that stair, we're going to place 2 more oak planks. Diagonally up from that, we'll do 2 more, and then we'll do that again. And then you can swing around to this side, grab acacia stairs, and we're going to place 2 upside down right there. And just next to this acacia pillar on the left, we're going to place a stone block with 1, 2, 3, 4 white concrete on top. And next to that, we're going to place 4 stone blocks with 1 white concrete on top. Then you can come around and look at it from this side. Next to this single stone block, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 stone. We'll do that again, and then we'll do it a third time. And then for this pillar of stone, we are going to do this 4 times. So we're placing 4 blocks of stone all on top of each other 4 times like that. And then we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 white concrete on top. And then come back and look at it from this side. Starting next to the top of this acacia log, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 stone blocks. Then grab some oak stairs, look in this direction, and we're going to place 2 more. So we're continuing that line of stairs up. Then grab your stone again, and we're going to plug up this gap with 5 stone. And at the very top of these oak stairs, we are going to place 2 more, so our staircase keeps going up. And then you can grab some oak planks, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we'll also place 2 in that spot right there. Then you can look from this direction. In the corner we'll do a stone block, it won't be visible, with an oak plank next to it. Then we'll do 2 oak stairs in front and 2 oak stairs on top. Okay, you can leave your staircase and come down here. And we're looking for the sandstone in the very corner. Just place a stone block on that. We'll do the same in this corner, so we're just placing it on the sandstone. And for this corner, we'll be placing it on top of the chiseled bricks there. And then all we're going to do is connect our blocks that we just placed. So we're building a square. Okay, once you've built your stone square, you can come back to your staircase. And just next to this stone block, we're going to place a stone there with 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped acacia on top. Then turn to the right and we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stones. So the last one's on top. And on top of that, you can place 3 stripped acacia. Then just grab white concrete and we're going to place 4 layers just like that. And looking at your stairs, next to this stone block, we're going to place an extra 2 stone, then skip 2 blocks and place another one right there. Then up next to this line of stone, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 more stone in this direction. Now on top of these stone blocks here, we're going to place 3 sea lanterns, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped acacia. Okay, I want you to turn around and we'll walk through this doorway. That's going to be a doorway later on. And we'll come over to where our dark oak trapdoors are. Right here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 stone blocks. And then we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On top of the last one, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped acacia. That will have 3 sea lanterns next to it. And then another 4 stripped acacia. And these sea lanterns should line up perfectly with the sea lanterns on the other side. Okay, so what we just built here above our trapdoors, we want to build a matching one in that corner to our right. So just strafe along to the right, and we're going to do the same thing we just did, but in reverse. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 stone there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the last one, we'll do 4 stripped acacia logs, then 3 sea lanterns, and another 4 stripped acacia. So that's how your wall should look. While we're here, we're also going to start placing stone just here next to this stone block. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll place an extra one right there. And we have one more window to do, so I want you to turn around, look in this direction, and we're going to come to this corner, place 1, 2, 3 stone, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On top of the 5th one, we'll do 4 stripped acacia, then 3 sea lanterns, and another 4 stripped acacia. Okay, we are ready to put in our floor. So I want you to look back at this wall over here where we have our 2 windows. And underneath this acacia pillar, we're going to do a single line of stripped oak. So just build that along until you connect right there. And still looking at this wall underneath this acacia pillar, we're going to do another line. But when we reach the stairs right here, we want to switch to stripped oak wood, the one with bark on every side, so we don't get that ugly ending of the log. And on the opposite side of the stairs, you can do a log and then a wood as well. And now all we're going to do is look in the other direction, and we're going to fill in the entire floor with our stripped oak logs. Okay, once your floor is filled in, I want you to look at this square of stone that's running around our floor. In each corner, we're going to place 5 stripped pale oak logs just on top of the stone block right in the corner. So go ahead and do that in each corner. I want you to swing around to the side wall, and what I build on this side, I want you to copy the same thing to the other side. So not the front and the back, just the 2 side walls. So on the left over here next to this acacia pillar, we'll do a stone block and 1, 2, 3 pale oak planks. And we'll do the same thing next to this acacia pillar. Then you can grab stripped pale oak logs starting next to the top of that log. We're just going to run these all the way along until we connect. And then we're going to leave a 1 block gap and place another 4 like that. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Now in this gap, we're going to do 1 pale oak plank and 3 pale oak fences. And we'll do the same over here. And once again, what I build on one of these sides, I want you to copy the exact same thing to the other side. So just in front of our sea lanterns, we'll place 3 pale oak planks, and then we'll do a stone block with 1, 2, 3 stripped pale oak on top, and we'll do the same on this side. So 3 planks, a stone block, and then 3 pale oak logs. Now on top of the sea lanterns, we're going to place grates. So you can do those there, and the same thing here. And then we're just doing our window that you should be familiar with. So 2 upside down pale oak stairs with a pale oak trapdoor in the middle, and then 2 pale oak trapdoors each side. So do the same over here, and once you're done, copy it to the opposite wall. Okay, we're going to leave our side walls for the moment, and we're going to build at the front wall and the back wall. So what I build here, copy the same thing to the opposite side. So starting next to the pale oak, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 stone blocks with 2 pale oak planks right there. Now on the end of our stone, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4 pale oak planks, then another 2 right there, and then over here next to the log, we'll place another 2. And we'll do the same on this side, just in the opposite direction. So our 4 stone, 2 planks, and then on the end of the stone, 1, 2, 3, 4, with an extra 2, then skip a block and place 2 there. So build that on the opposite wall as well. Okay, we're going to continue working on these 2 walls, but from here on in, they are different. So do not copy this to the other side. So firstly, we're going to begin at the front wall. So I'm at the front of the building here. On this side, next to the 4 planks, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped acacia. Then we'll skip a block and place another 4. Then next to these 4 planks, we're going to place an extra 4 planks, and then 4 stone blocks, and then 4 stripped acacia. And then we're just going to replace those 3 stone blocks, and we'll also replace that one. And then we can come along to the back of the building, and next to these 4 planks, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped acacia, skip a block, place another 4, and we'll do the exact same thing over here. So 4 acacia, skip a block, and another 4 stripped acacia, and then we're just going to replace these 5 stone blocks. Whoops, that's the wrong way. There we go, with our stripped oak. Okay, now we're going to build our little windows that we have on each side here. So what I build here at the back wall, copy the exact same thing to the front wall. So we're going to look at it from the inside. Just behind our window, we're going to place 2 copper grates. And next to that, starting on this stone block, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped acacia logs. Then 1 lying on their side underneath the windows. And then we'll do our pale oak planks underneath. So if we come over here, just behind the window, we'll do our 2 grates, then 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped acacia next to it, another one underneath, and our planks. So you can turn around and do the exact same thing over here. And when you're building these, just make sure you're not placing the grates in the windows. They are 1 block behind the windows. And then also make sure you don't place your acacia on that side. You want to place it on top of the stone block. And if you look out for those 2 problems, you shouldn't have any problems. Okay, come along to our back wall, and we're looking at this 3-block gap in between our acacia pillars. In between these, we're going to place 9 copper grates. They will have 3 sea lanterns on top. And then on the inside of the building, we're going to place 3 acacia trapdoors on those sea lanterns. Now you can come along to the front of the building, and in the exact same spot, we're going to build the same thing. So our 9 grates, 3 sea lanterns, and acacia trapdoors. And you can come to the other side of this window, and what I built here, I want you to copy the exact same thing to the opposite side. So just in front of the ends of these oak logs, we're going to place some stone, and we're going to continue this line of stone all the way to the corner, and then stick it out 1 block past the corner, and we'll do the same on this side. So when you get to the corner, just add an extra stone block. Then you can come back to the middle, and either side of our window, we're going to place 3 stripped pale oak logs. So there's a 3-block gap in between them. Then we'll do a stone block on top and then 3 stripped pale oak in front of the sea lanterns, and then 5 stone blocks on top of that. Then back to your stripped pale oak logs, we're going to place 2 coming out like that, with 1, 2, 3 pale oak planks on top, and the same here, so 2 logs and 3 planks. And then in your window, we'll do 2 upside down pale oak stairs, and then along the bottom here, 1, 2, 3 pale oak slabs, so we're not using trapdoors in this window. Okay, I want you to come along to the right-hand side of the castle, so this is what the wall looks like because our staircase is on the other side. We're just going to fill in this gap, so I want you to place 5 stone with an extra 5 on top and then 3 in the middle, and then we're just going to fill in the rest with pale oak planks. Then you can come to the opposite side where we have this big gap. So looking from the inside, just at the end of this line of stone, we're going to place a stone block there with another one on top, and beside that 3 stone blocks, and then we're just going to fill in the rest of this gap with our pale oak planks, just like that. Okay, now we'll look at the stone blocks in the floor. On top of this one in the corner, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4 stone blocks. Just to the left of that, we'll place 4 stripped acacia logs and 4 just in front. Now on the final stone block, we're going to place another 4 stripped acacia logs, and then we're just going to fill in this gap in between with white concrete. Then you can turn around, and on these stone blocks on the floor, we're going to place 4 white concrete. So 2 lines of 4 there, and 1 line of 4 right there. Then we'll just place 2 in the middle. Okay, now we can turn to the left and we're going to come along to the back wall of the building. Starting next to that stripped pale oak, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more stripped pale oak with a stripped acacia log on the end. And we'll do the same from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a stripped acacia, and then we're just going to connect them with stone blocks. Now look to the front wall, and starting on the right-hand side, this will be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a stripped acacia log. But on the left-hand side, we're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pale oak logs, and then we're going to run our stone directly from that. Okay, come along to any corner of the building, and just inside our stripped pale oak, we're going to place a stone block, and then we're going to run stripped acacia logs all the way along to the next corner. You can place a stone block in there, and all we're doing is making a great big square around the building. Okay, so once your square is in place, I want you to come along to this bit of wall sticking out, and just above that we're going to run stripped acacia logs. And this one won't be visible anymore, so you can pick that up and place a stone block in there to save materials. But we're just going to continue this line all the way along until we connect, and you can place a stone block in there. Now just in front of the stairs, we're going to do a crossbeam all the way along here until we connect, and you can pick that up and place a stone block in there. And then just in this gap right here, we're going to place some more stripped acacia, and you can pick up that one and place in a stone block. Okay, come along to any corner of the building, and with pale oak slabs, we're going to place 2 in the corner, just like that. And then we're just going to place a slab every second block. When you get to this bit, just skip past it, and you can start again right there. And just keep going. When you get to the corner, do that same pattern. But otherwise, we're just going to go all the way around the building, placing these every second block. And once you've done all of those, you can place a stone block on top of that corner stripped pale oak log, and we're just going to run it down to the next corner, and all we're doing is making a great big square. And once you've built this square all the way around, we're going to come to the inside of it and build a matching square in here, so just do another full lap of the building. And once your 2 stone squares are in place, come along to our staircase, and up the top we're going to place 2 more oak stairs. Then look at it from this direction. We're going to pick up these 4 stone blocks and place 4 white concrete with another 4 on top. Now on this stripped acacia, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white concrete. And on this one, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 then a stone block, and then 2. Now we can continue this stone all the way along this acacia until we connect right there. And just behind these stairs, we're going to run stone all the way along here until we connect. Now come along to this tiny little room, grab acacia stairs, and we're going to place them upside down, just wrapping them around the room like so. Make sure they connect properly. And once you've done that, you can hold shift, and we're going to place 4 waxed copper trapdoors in there. Now for the other 2 big rooms, we're also going to place acacia stairs upside down. So run these all the way around the room, but this time we're not using any copper trapdoors. And this is how you should look when you're done with your acacia stairs running around this room and this longer room over here. So now I want you to grab some stripped pale oak logs, and above every pale oak slab that we have, we're just going to build out 1, 2 pale oak logs. So it's only above the slabs that we're placing these. Okay, come along to the front of the building where we have this big gap between our stripped pale oak logs. I just want you to place 7 stone all the way along like that. And then you can come to the back of the building, and we're going to do the same thing. And from here on in, what we're going to do is place upside down smooth quartz stairs all the way around the building, except for where we just placed that stone. You can skip straight past that. But otherwise, we're just wrapping our stairs around like this. And once you've put in all your smooth quartz stairs, we're going to build out from this bit of white concrete that's sticking up. And we're going to build out each side with stone blocks. And we're going to build a big square around the top of the building. But what you want to do is just leave a single line of stone on the outside. So we'll turn the corner here, leaving that single line of stone. And we'll just keep going to the next corner and make sure you turn right there. So we've got that line of stone around the outside, and just keep going like this until we connect back where we started. And once you have that done, I want you to place 3 stone blocks and do this in every single corner. And in between these corners we just placed, we're going to skip a block and then place a stone block. So we're just placing one every second block, and do this on each side. Okay, now I want you to come over to our staircase, and against that stone block we'll do a white concrete and another one right there. And then next to that we're going to start building a line of stone, and we're just going to build that all the way around the building. So we're doing a square on the inside of the square that we just did. And we're going to stop when we reach that other white concrete. And just above our copper trapdoors over here, we're going to place 4 sea lanterns. And then what we're going to do is cover up this long room and this square room with smooth sandstone. And we're just going to place these at the height of our stone blocks. So we're just placing these in that area to make a ceiling. So go ahead, do it in this room and in this room over here. Okay, once your smooth sandstone is in, come back over to our staircase, and on top of that white concrete we'll do a stone block and another one right there with 1, 2, 3, 4 acacia planks in between, and then 4 acacia slabs just against the top half of those blocks. Now what we're going to do is run a stone square just from that acacia plank. When you get to the edge of our sandstone, just turn the corner. So we're just building this on top of the stone, but we're turning the corner at our sandstone. So when you get to that corner, turn again, and we're just going to turn at the sea lanterns and connect at that stone block right there. And on top of our corner sea lantern, just place a temporary block with a stone block on top. Then you can break that. And what we're going to do is do an acacia log, then a stone block, then acacia, then stone, and all we're doing is alternating these all the way along until you get to a stone block just overhanging that corner. When you get there, turn the corner and keep going, and all we're doing is making a square. So go ahead and place those in a great big square. So most of the area in here we won't be using, so I'll just get you to throw down a few torches on top of our sandstone. just so nothing spawns, but you might want to turn it into a secret hidden area of your base. I don't know, but I'm just going to leave it empty. So now what I want you to do is on top of the acacia and stone square that we just made, we're just going to make a square of acacia planks. Okay, now we can come back over to our staircase, and with oak stairs we're going to add 2 more levels. So 2 stairs there and another 2 stairs right there. And then what I want you to do is look from this direction. On top of this white concrete, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On top of that, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on top of that, another 6. So 2, 4, and 6. And that will allow us to place 2 more oak stairs just like that. Now we're looking at this line of 3 white concrete. On top of the first one, we'll place 2 concrete, then 3, then 1, 2, 3, and on top of these 2 we'll place 3 and 3. Now we'll place 1 next to the stair, then 2, then 3, so that's completely enclosed now. So now grab some acacia planks, and against the stone and acacia we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, with an extra one in that corner, and underneath that last one we'll do an acacia fence and a lantern, then switch to acacia slabs, and we're just going to place 3 just like that. Okay, come to the top of your stairs and turn to the left hand side. On this wall I want you to grab some acacia planks, and starting on the second plank in from the corner, we're just going to place acacia planks all the way along and finish 1 block short of the corner. Then in the corner we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4 stone blocks, and then 3 right there, and we'll do the same here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. Then you can turn around and look at the opposite wall. On this wall we're going to go ahead and build the exact same thing with our 4 stone there, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3. Okay, we're ready to put in our floor. So I want you to come to the top of the staircase, look in the same direction I am, and just against that stone block we're going to start with some stripped oak logs and run them along until we connect. And then looking in this direction again, we're going to start from this stone block and run our stripped oak logs all the way along. Now come along to this end, look in this direction, and we're going to place 1 line of oak, then a second, then a third, and a 4th, and now we can add in our final 2 oak stairs. Then look in this direction and switch to stripped oak wood. This is the one with bark on every side, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and then you can go back to your logs. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and another 3, and 3 right there. And then all we're going to do is plug up the rest of these gaps with our stripped oak logs all facing in this direction. Okay, grab some stripped acacia wood. This is the one with bark on every side. Come along to the corner of our acacia planks, and we're going to place 1 there. And on this side we'll place another one, and you can place an acacia slab just in the corner. And then what we're going to do is skip a block, and every second block place another acacia wood. When you get to the corner, place an acacia slab in there, but then just keep going all the way around. And once that's done, grab some acacia stairs, and in between our acacia wood, we're just going to place our stairs upside down, and just go ahead and do that all the way around. And once you've done a full lap, just on the ends of these stairs, we're going to run a line of acacia slabs, just like that, and run them all the way around the building. And once you've done a full lap of the building, we're going to put in our fence around the balcony. So you can start with an acacia fence on that corner block, and we're just going to place a fence every second block and do this all the way around. And once that's done, you can just go ahead and connect all of your fences with acacia fence gates. Okay, now we're just going to build the 2 side walls of the building. So whatever I build on one side, copy it to the other side, but we're not building this at the front and the back, just the 2 sides. So we're going to begin, if you come to the top of your stairs, we're going to begin with this wall right here. So on this stone block right in the corner, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped pale oak logs with 2 coming across like that. And in this stone block, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 with 2 in that direction. Now on this stone next to the log, we'll do sea lanterns. Next to the lanterns, we'll do oak planks, and they will have 4 of our copper grates on top. Then you can grab some stripped acacia logs. We'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Then just in here, we'll place 1, 2, 3 across like that. Then grab copper trapdoors, place 3 in there, and flick them all up. And once again, what I build on that wall, build the exact same thing on the opposite wall. So from the inside of the building, looking out, we're going to place sea lanterns on top of our stripped acacia, and they will have acacia trapdoors just on this side. Then you can grab your stripped acacia logs again. We're going to do a cross beam in between our lanterns with an extra log poking out each side and an extra log on top. Then with white concrete, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across the top. Then grab some stone blocks. Here on the end, we're going to place 2, then another 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do the same here. So 2, 2, and 4. And then you can place some stripped acacia logs in the middle. And once again, everything I built here, copy to that side. So we're going to place in some pale oak doors in this gap here. But I don't want you to place them on the oak. We're actually going to place them on the acacia. So you can go 1, 2, 3, just like that. And then we're going to swing around to the outside of the building. Each side of our doors, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 pale oak logs. So we'll do the same there. Then come along to this final pale oak log just in front of that. This time we're going to place 5 logs. And we'll do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then grab pale oak stairs. We'll place 2 upside down on each side just below our windows. And then with pale oak trapdoors, we're going to look from the side, hold shift and place 2 on each side like that and flick them all up. And you can do the same in front of this window. And just above our doors, we'll do 3 upside down pale oak stairs. Then look from the side, place another one there. And another one, then hold shift and place a pale oak trapdoor against that other trapdoor. Then above our windows, we're going to do 2 pale oak planks each side. Then we'll do a stone block there and another one, then switch to stripped pale oak logs and connect our 2 stone blocks. And then grab a pale oak slab, place it in the middle right there, then skip a block, place 1, and skip a block, place 1. And then you can grab pale oak stairs, place them upside down against our stone blocks, and then we're just going to run a single line of stone right across the top. And now we're going to work on the other 2 walls. So what I build at the front, I want you to copy the same thing to the back, and we might build this from the inside looking out. So against that sea lantern, I want you to place 2 pale oak planks, and above that 4 copper grates, and then 2 stripped pale oak logs. And we'll do the same on this side. So 2 planks, 4 grates, and 2 pale oak logs. Now grab stripped acacia on the stone. We'll place 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same on this side. On the third one up, we're going to do a cross beam. And then you can place your waxed copper trapdoors and flick them up. Then sea lanterns on top of the acacia. They will have acacia trapdoors just on the inside of the building. And then grab stripped acacia logs and we're going to run a single line of them all the way along the top. And then you can grab your pale oak doors, and once again, we're not placing them on the oak, we're placing them on the acacia. So just place 3 of them in like that. Then you can come to the outside with stripped pale oak logs. We're going to place 4 of them each side of the door, and then above the door we'll do 3 upside down pale oak stairs. Look from the sides, and we're going to place 2 more like that, then hold shift and do a pale oak trapdoor against that trapdoor. Now under our windows we're going to do 2 upside down pale oak stairs, and like we did before, we're going to hold shift and do 2 trapdoors on each side like that and flick them up. So go ahead, do the same in front of this window. And then just above our windows, we're going to place 2 pale oak planks on each side. And then with stripped pale oak logs, we're going to run a single line of them all the way across the top. Now against this stone block, we're going to do an upside down pale oak stair, and they will have 4 pale oak fences below it. And we'll do the same thing on that side. Then we're going to skip a block from the stair and place a pale oak slab just like that. And we're going to place one every second block until we've placed 4. And then on top of the pale oak logs, we're going to do a line of stone all the way along. And then on the inside of the building, just behind that, we're going to do a second line of stone. And that will have upside down acacia stairs just against it. Then on this final stone block right here, we're going to do a line of stripped acacia logs all the way along like that. So go ahead and do the same thing on this side. And on top of the acacia stair in the corner, we're going to do a stone block, then an acacia plank, sea lantern plank, and we'll do the same thing from this side. So stone, 2 planks, and our sea lantern with a stone block in the middle. Then we'll do a line of stone all the way along. And then leaving a 1 block gap there, we're going to place a stone, another, a third, and a 4th. And once you've built that on each side, look down to your upside down stairs and slabs. Just above each of these, we're going to place 2 stripped pale oak logs. So go ahead and do this every side. And then, just like we did on previous levels, grab your smooth quartz stairs, and we're just going to wrap these all the way around the building in between our logs. Okay, now you can come along to the side wall where we have these 3 stripped acacia. And what I built here, I want you to build on the opposite side as well. So on top of the middle acacia, place a temporary block with 1, 2, 3 stripped pale oak logs on each side. Then you can remove the temporary block and place another pale oak. Then right in the middle, we'll do 3 pale oak fences with an extra one on top. Now switch to stripped pale oak wood, the one with bark on every side. Look at the fence, place one in, then look at the top fence and place another. And we'll do the same right here. Then you can grab your temporary block again, place one there, grab a stripped pale oak log, place it on its side and break it. And then you can come along to the final stone block, and we're going to place 1 stone against that and another one right there. And we'll do the same on this side. Then we're going to skip a block, do a stone, another, and a third. Then grab some pale oak buttons and place 2 right there. Then with pale oak stairs, we're going to look to the side, place 1 upside down against that final log, and again, and again. And we'll do the same here. So 1, 2, 3. And then right in the middle, we'll place a pale oak plank. Then up the top, we're going to place 2 stone right there. Then just on the stairs, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 stone like that. And we'll do the same here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now we'll come to the inside of the building. And against this final pale oak log, we're going to do acacia planks each side. Then switch to acacia stairs. We're going to place 1 upside down there. And a second, and we'll do the same here. So 1, 2, upside down. Then we'll do an acacia plank right in the middle, and we'll do the same on this side. So our 2 planks, then against the pale oak, our 2 upside down stairs with the plank in the middle. And then on top of this stone block, we'll do a plank and another one on that stone block. Now you'll have to get your temporary blocks out so we can do our 2 upside down stairs. We'll do the same here. So 1 temporary block, then a stair, temporary block, then a stair, break those, then a temporary block and a plank in the middle. Now against the top half of the acacia planks, we're going to do acacia slabs and just run them all the way along. And we're going to leave it here for today, guys, with our castle looking super duper wonky. But next episode, we will begin on the roofs, and the next episode will be the final episode. We are going to get everything in the entire castle all done, even the interior. So until then, I'll see you next time.